The Community Education Center Meeting House Theater in West Philadelphia was filled with audience members to view So Real Entertainment production of A Room for Waiting, written by Philly's own Miranda Thompson. I Am a Philly Artist TV had the pleasure of sitting down to interview the cast, crew, director, and producer of the show.
Just what's going on now. It's needed. Women are being attacked. Some of the people in legislations and people in politics are making it though that women don't have a choice and we don't know our choices, or we're not capable of having our own choice, which is true. And by choice, I mean not just the choice to abort, not just the choice to have life. It's about both women choosing. We were brought in this world with a choice. So we should be able to think for ourselves, speak for ourselves, and decide for ourselves. Also, a lot of teenagers are having sex, and I was one of them, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They just want to discriminate and shun upon when that's not what's needed. You need to know your body, especially me being a woman. You need to know your body. You need to know your worth. You need to know how to protect yourself. You need to know all these things. You need to know where to go. If it was raining, you would carry an umbrella. So why not protect yourself?
My character is a 13-year-old girl who's kind of lost in what she wants to do at the moment, but she's a good girl. She loves to play basketball.
Parent, legal guardian, or judge to grant permission to abort. But you can speak to a counselor while you're here.
But she said she'll be in here as soon as she finishes parking.
Well, she's a lawyer with an unplanned pregnancy, and it's an unconventional relationship she's in. So she's kind of dealing with pressures from her relationship and her career and what to do. So it's all up in the air for her. It's high pressure.
Okay. So you're going to need to fill these financial forms out and return them to me when you're done. All right. Thank you, Nurse White. Call me Sophie. And where's your lead? Oh, it's up the hall to your right. Thank you.
Hello? Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, I'm here.
Taylor is a 35-year-old woman who has autism, and she has become pregnant. About playing this role is that I had the opportunity to portray a person on the autism spectrum who is very sympathetic and going through a very difficult time. I think that it's nice to be able to show that in an artistic way.
Oh! I knew you two were spending too much time alone! I'm a grown woman now! I'm 35! Oh, 35! Of course! Well, she won't come with me. Have a seat.
My character has to make a choice for her daughter. She's a mom, she's conflicted, she wants to do what's best and feels there's been mistakes made all the way back to when she was born. I guess it's God's way of punishing me.
How so?
I never was a heavy drinker, didn't do hard drugs, wasn't unkind to others, a believer in the Lord, I
don't believe that God will punish you. Life does that already. Now Now they say children with autism are very skilled in academia. Mia is a very compassionate person. She loves helping people. She went through some tough times as a young woman and has used that compassion she gained to help people with their situation. Until it happened to me. I try to tell these women, life goes on after abortion. You have to forgive yourself. Move on. I've been married for 27 years.
My daughter is Miranda Thompson. She won a leeway grant, and we've worked on several projects together, so this was a family affair. It was good. Directors, it's about the casting. It's who you cast, what you feel that actor can bring to a role, and how they can help embellish the story. So, now, we really toyed around with the idea about whether or not to mention what it was about, because we didn't want them to have preconceived notions. But this is about people's stories, and that's what plays are supposed to do. Show a mirror of what's going on in the world, around you, away from you, here, and this was one of those kind of pieces. And Miranda's very strong about women issues or rights and wrongs of things, so this was kind of perfect for her.
Oh, people should see the show because it's really good to see a cross-section of women dealing with the issue of abortion. It is a taboo topic, but sometimes I think people still have burned in their mind that folks who have abortions look like one specific thing or are in one specific tax bracket, perhaps. So this play gives a nice rounded version of who is actually experiencing or making the decision to have abortions, and maybe it'll at least, get rid of some of the stigma and some of the prejudgment of who goes in.
That you have to, be a lot more careful when you're doing these type of things. That it's 25 different kinds. I only thought it was about 10 kinds. So I'm a lot more aware that there's definitely more things that you have to be aware of. So that's basically the main thing that I learned. To tell you the truth, man, I think everybody should come on and see this show, because it's not, to me, everybody is involved in some type of activity. Whether you're young, you're old, nowadays everybody does it. So I believe that everybody should be here to witness it. So.
Innovative and informative, thought-provoking.
A room but little girls never dream of. When we're little girls, we don't dream of ending up in a clinic and making this type of decision. So it's about how did we get there? How did we make that decision?
We are the cast of Room for Waiting, and you are tuned in to I Am Philly Artist TV.
She rock to the east, she rock to the west, she rock to the east, she rock to the west, she rock to the east, she rock to the west. Got it, wop, babaloo, ma, got it, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, babaloo, ma, got it, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, 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 babaloo, ma, wop, babaloo, ma, got it.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a game designer when I grow up.
How does dancing make you feel?
It makes me feel happy because I know I can do something that I really like to do.
Who inspires you?
My cousin Nakia, because he pushed me to do acting and everything else that I'm doing right now, and show me that there's nothing that I can't do.
pride in everything that you do. You'll most likely be successful because it's something that you take serious and something that you won't really like cut corners in it because you believe in it and it's something that you live by. And I'm added the glory onto it because that's something that as an artist or as a person that's striving for success, the glory is something that's always constantly in your mind. Like that's the reason that you wake up and get dressed and get ready and you gotta be on time because you're striving for the glory, which is, you know, basically the manifestation of all the works and rehearsal.
I got a call from someone who was working with some different artists out of Philadelphia, and they brought this young man across to me, Pride, basically, and told me a little bit about him. So I was able to meet him, get interaction with him. Me being a musician and a producer myself, I'm working out of Philadelphia and doing some different things. I was able to collaborate with Pride, and basically I was able to get his vision, catch on to what he was trying to do, meet some of the management and the people that were around him and trying to surround him. And then from then on, get a bunch of other guys that had like-minded ideas and like-minded goals, very talented musicians, and doing their own thing and trying to bring this thing together and trying to see, you know, where we can take it as far as, you know, his vision and making it a collective thing together. So that's how
You just let me fall, girl. You just let me fall straight. You just close the door. You just close the door. I try to give you my all. I try to.
As of right now, we pushing to get on 106 and First, Wild Out Wednesdays. That's in the makings. And also the Cheney's Homecoming. We're pushing for that as well. And we also got a couple other events coming up soon as well. But those are the two things that we're really kind of focusing on. We are Pride the Glory, and you are now tuned into
I am a Philly Artist TV. She vibing to the west, she vibing to the east, she vibing to the west. Got it, wop, babaloo-ma, got it, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, babaloo-ma, got it, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, 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 babaloo-ma, wop, babaloo-ma, got it.
We are the women of the arts, and you are tuned into
I am a Philly Artist TV.
Children of the Arts Foundation. When words fail, music speaks. Hope. Dreams. Reality. It's Children of the Arts Foundation.
You come in and change my world. Now I'm sitting here with my dreams out the door. Believe me, I'm strong. I will live when you're long gone. I will hurt for some time, but the pain won't fade. I will be fine. I'm not a plaything. I'm simply wearing your ring. I'm not a plaything. I'm getting tired of the lies you sing. I'm not a plaything. I'm simply wearing your ring. I'm not a plaything. I'm getting tired of the lies you sing. I'm not a I'm not a plaything. I'm simply wearing your ring. I'm not a plaything. I'm getting tired of the lies you sing. I'm not a plaything. I'm simply wearing your ring. I'm not a plaything. I'm getting tired of the lies you sing. We can walk together if we can agree.
Let's be friends.
Living in peace, chasing our destiny.
Yeah, let's be friends.
If you got love in your heart,
That's the God in you.
nothing can tear us apart.
He's the same to me.
We're one body.
Check, yeah, yo. Well, ultimately, we were all kind of doing, like, Eric makes beats, he's a producer. I do poetry, Lonnie raps. So one day it was like an epiphany, and we were like, we have all this talent under one roof, we might as well just form a group and just use the gifts that God gave us to edify the body.
God has given us all these different talents and all these gifts. We just want to continue to give it back to Him so that we can be examples and have these youth come up and be raised right in God.
And tonight is our first project release, which is called Wisdom Champions, and we're working on our first full-length project, prayerfully to release 2013. So that's what you can look forward to from the body collectively.
Well, I did spoken word first, and then it just started to kind of flow. Somebody suggested that I start rapping, and I tested it out, and it sounded all right, so that's how I started rapping. I'm not sure if anybody out today inspires me, but I'm inspired by so many people. I used to listen to rap heavily when I was younger, so it was like DMX and The Lox and Tupac and Biggie. But then, you know, it started to be more like Common and Talib Kweli. And then, you know, Lauryn Hill, of course, and Eve, other female rappers. But my biggest inspiration is Jesus.
Started as I did spoken word, and it kind of grew and blossomed into rap.
Hey, yeah, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. Yeah, pray we live in the holy way, bearing fruit for the God that made us from clay. Now we don't know the time, the hour, the day. It's not a cliche, trust Christ and dead pages. Being a good guy ain't enough to repay. Amazes me how people steady rocking the cross, but never cross paths with the one who crowns of the lost. You don't know what your heart will stop losing excuses. Choose Christ, let you introduce you to the truth, kid. Repent, believe, receive, remissing the sin. And when you're in a stack, this pack a light snack. Leave your message on earth, time he's calling you back home. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. Hey, hey, and I heard him say, nothing's ever. Y'all sing that with me? Hey, and nothing lasts forever. Yeah, yeah. Like, check, here we go. What's not to love? Talk to him for that. Let's talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Give me a moment just to speak on your love. I get butterflies when I think of your hug. The words you speak are sweetness like sugar drops. Nothing compared to your love is non-stop. Unconditional, it's everlasting. The reason he stretched out on the cross like elastic. Not cheap like plastic, he's strong like leather. I wanna break up his grace.
Coming home, y'all.
Coming home, I'm coming home.
Hey.
Tell the world that I'm coming.
Y'all ready? We out. I'm back where I belong, y'all. I feel so strong. Yeah. Y'all ready to go back to school? Say yeah. I'm not convinced. I said, are y'all ready to go back to school? Yeah. Hey, it's been a rough time. My God gave me talent. I used and abused because I couldn't find the balance. The life I chose is banging at first. That's what I thought.
I've been singing, I don't know, whenever my school had plays and stuff like that, but I think in college, I used to put like videos up on Facebook and then people started liking it from there. So, what inspires me? Life. Basically, most of my songs are based off of real events, but usually I get my inspiration from like, I love Lauryn Hill, I love India Ari, Stevie Wonder.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I should see a therapist. Don't know how I'ma make it, how I'm gonna handle this. The pressure's on, I'm all alone, trying to do it all on my own. And this left me hopeless deep inside, trying to hide these tears when everything makes me cry. Look to the sky, and I ask why can't anybody see that I am hurting? What to do, don't want to get hurt again. Thought you were my friend, now my trust has come to an end. This has left me hopeless deep inside, trying to hide these tears when everything makes me cry. Look to the sky, and I ask why can't anybody see that I am hurting? Can't anybody see that I am hurting? And oh, there must be a remedy above in Gilead. And oh, there must be a weakness, and that's love. You make the difference. The irresistible call, catching her ball, even though we did it once, we caught it all. Love, you make the difference. While soothing my pain, you help me to love again, showing that your love will never end.
We're
Your
the body,
and you're watching. I am
a Philly artist.
TV.